Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. Today video regarding general characteristics of reptiles. These previous videos general characteristics of amphibians we discussed. Adhikku munnadi general characteristics of fishes we completed. Nothing but fishes means Pisces. Okay, these and all vertebrate classes. So which are the organisms are having the vertebral column in their body, that organisms are vertebrates. Now that vertebrates are grouped into the 5 groups, so 5 classes. First one Pisces, next amphibians, reptiles, aves and then mammals. Today video regarding reptiles general characteristics. Come, let's today video class. This is the general characteristics of reptiles. This is the third class of vertebrates. Reptiles means basically you should be recall the some of the reptile organisms. Crocodile is one of the reptile organ and snakes also one of the reptile organisms. Why I given the example of for these reptiles beginning when we are discussing about the general characteristics of reptiles, we want to think that imagines, okay, that with our brain we have to imagine that examples. With the help of the examples we are easy to understand the what are their characteristics. Some of the external characteristics we can easily understand. So first point, study of reptiles. Study of reptiles, herpetology. Okay, study of reptiles called as a herpetology. Now the first point about the characteristics of the reptiles, terrestrial. Idhukku munnadi amphibians, that organisms not yet fully belongs to terrestrial. They must be depends upon the water at the time of the breeding. When you are discussing about amphibians, amphibians can able to lead their life on the terrestrial place along with water. Especially when the amphibians want to reproduce, that reproduction totally depends upon the water media. Without water, reproduction cannot occur in the amphibians. Okay, in this time I will recall in plants, bryophyta plants. The bryophyta plants also we call the amphibious plants. The amphibious plants, because of the bryophyta plants also as like amphibians, reproduction totally depends upon the water media. So that is a similarity characteristic as like amphibia in the plants. Okay, the terrestrial and then creeping. Asal meaning reptile means which of the organisms creep on the floor, those characters containing that type of habit containing organisms are kept under the reptile. Okay, why these and all creeping? Basically reptile is one of the class in tetrapod. Tetrapod means 4-legged animals. 4-legged animals. But here reptiles not yet have, all reptiles not yet have 4 legs. Some of the reptiles without legs also they can survive their life. For example, snake. Snake belongs to reptile, but it is not yet have any legs. Even though we are kept into the reptiles because of those and all creeping. Why these snakes like structures are avoid their legs? Because their organisms are live at burrowing. They are creating the some of the holes in the mud or some of the soil places. They want to going inside of the soil. At the time of the going inside of the soil, the legs are interrupting to enter the inside. A small hole onwards, if it is want to enter the inside, that organism cannot move easily or cannot enter the easily inside of the burrows. So for the especially the movement wise, avoiding of the interruption of the movement or fast moving wise, maintain the fast movement, these reptiles organisms lost their legs. Okay, and another character, amniate. Whether you remember or not, frog means amphibians ku munnadi Pisces, those are belongs to anomniate. Extra embryonic membranes are 4. That extra embryonic membranes, yolk sac, allantois, amnion and then chorion. In this amnion layer present, those organisms are called as a amniate. See another point. If organisms, their embryonic development, they are possessing with one of the extra embryonic membrane, amnion, that organisms are called amniote. Up to now, what we discussed in the previous, that is either amphibians and then fishes, those under anomniate. Anomniate means without amnionic layer. Okay, but now onwards, reptiles from aves after mammals, those and all having the amniotic layer in their development. So these and all belongs to amniotic group. Then second character, body is divided into a prominent parts of their body: head, neck, trunk, tail. Okay, these and all prominent part. Adikku munnadi the neck, these and all not at there. Here tail also, some of the amphibians are having, based on the tail presence, we are called as amphibians is a uropod. Simultaneously we have to recall the concept of reptiles with amphibians because of evolutionary process. In the evolutionary process, fishes onwards amphibians are evaluated, amphibians onwards reptiles after aves after mammals. So simultaneous characteristics should be remember. So these body is possessing head, neck, trunk, tail. These are the characteristics, general characteristics. And then next one, skin is rough and dry. The outer skin totally full of rough. When you see any crocodile body skin, it containing with a lot of rippled surfaces. And then it does not have any moisture on the surface. Okay, but when you comparing the skin with amphibian skin is containing with a moisture skin. With the help of the skin also, that amphibians can able to respire. But here skin is not at play an important role in the respiration. So that's why totally rough surfaces and then dry surface. And then come with another point, exoskeleton. That exoskeleton, that means outside of body protection. That exoskeleton, horny, epidermal scales. That means rippled surfaces, I said. Shields. Okay, epidermal scales, shields, those and all give the something protection. Just to recall the crocodile body. How the crocodile body, not only crocodile. And then recall the tortoise. Tortoise body observation time, the shell outer side and bottom, when you observe the both sides of the tortoise, it is covered with a strong sheath. That sheaths are giving the protection. So the outer side of the organism, exoskeleton is there. That exoskeleton is horny and epidermal scales. That shields also, it is give the protection. Come with the next point, dentition. Reptiles dentition belongs to acrodont. What is the acrodont dentition? Teeth are present. That teeth are present on the surface of the only jaw surface. When the teeth are present on the only jaw surface, that type of teeth called as acrodont easily shut out. When they are eat of any hard substances, teeth will be lost out. Okay, teeth will be lose out. So that is the one of the defect. For that defect avoiding purpose, here those organisms, reptile organisms are exhibit the polyphyodont. Polyphyodont means the third point, nana, see on that pointer, polyphyodont. That polyphyodont tells about if the organism lost their teeth, how many times, that many number of times the teeth are again replaced, because of teeth are easily removable. So reformation, that reformation by the polyphyodont. Poly means number of, phyodont means regeneration of the teeth. Polyphyodont. In between the acrodont and polyphyodont, I mentioned homodont. Homodont means what are the teeth are present in the mouth, all the teeth are in the same manner, not at a different teeth. Now I will comparison with these word homodont with heterodont. When you seen our teeth we called as a heterodont. Now please be understand, homodont mean same type of teeth they are having. Heterodont means we are the example for heterodont. Our body, our teeth are not at the same. Incisors, canines, premolars, molars, these are all different type. So based on the arrangement of the teeth, here reptiles are having the acrodont, which place based on the arrangement, jaws, without jaw sockets, only jaw surface only they are present. Based on the how many type of teeth, only one single type of teeth, so that's why homodont. And then how many times they are replacing when they are lost, based on that polyphyodont. Many more times it can able to replace their teeth, so that's why they are called as a polyphyodont. Then come with protection. Protectional wise, one more thing, skull. Skull, when you coming the skull part, skull is a monocondyllic skull. Condyle, one more time I am repeating, Nana. I think so you are all are not yet understand what is a condyle. It is a skull part. When you touch of our skull back side, we have the dicondyle. Dicondyle in the back side of the skull, two condyles are there. Skeletal system explanation time I will tell. But here vertebrate animals, that vertebrate animals are having the skull, craniata, skull is present. That skull may be, some of the vertebrates are dicondylic, some of the monocondylic. Up to now what are we discussed, that and all monocondyles. So reptiles are monocondyles. Then now after that vertebrates. Vertebrae means vertebral column. That vertebral column contains several vertebrae, especially first and second cervical vertebrae. Cervical means neck place. What are the vertebrae are there? That vertebrae we call it cervical vertebrae. That vertebrae's name atlas and axis. Very important words, Nana. Atlas and axis. See on that pointer, atlas and axis. By the presence of the atlas and axis only, head will be shows 180 degrees rotation. Okay, pivotal joint. Skull is monocondylic, and then skull onwards vertebral column. Vertebral column, first two vertebrae, cervical vertebrae kept the name as a atlas and axis. That atlas and axis, by the presence of the atlas and axis, it will be formed the pivotal joint. By the pivotal joint, see, pivotal joint only, it will be rotate 180 degrees, just like our head. We can able to move our head left side and right side with the help of the presence of the atlas and axis. These atlas and axis are not at the presence in amphibians. So amphibian organisms cannot show any head movement. Okay, but reptiles onwards, organism will be, head will be shows rotational movement. Then come with the next point, respiration by the lungs. Respiration by lungs, that and all we know, because of these reptile organisms are adapted to the terrestrial places. Terrestrial places, very good respiratory organ is lungs. If organism adapted to in the water, that lungs, instead of the lungs, gills are playing important role. And then from here reptile class onwards, some of the advanced characters are present. Here ribs and intercostal muscles in the ventilation play an important role. What is here? Ribs means we know in the internal endoskeleton we have the rib cage. It is give the protection for lungs. That ribs and then intercostal muscles. Ribs in between of some of the muscles are there. That muscles we call as a intercostal muscles. That intercostal muscles are playing important role in the ventilation, breathing and breathe out. Because of these intercostal muscles contract and relaxation, then the ventilation will be happens easy way. Along with this one, in the turtles, vesicular cloacal wall. Basically, in the turtle organisms, lungs are not at play an important role in the respiration. Instead of the lungs, here cloaca. Yesterday we discussed cloaca means a common hole of alimentary canal and then genital tracts and then excretory products releasing purpose, one common hole, that is a cloaca. That cloaca is play an important role in the ventilation. Air will be diffusion process, cloaca will be play an important. Through cloaca that will be air will be enter the inside. And then heart means nothing but circulatory system. Heart is incompletely four-chambered. Why incompletely four-chambered? Comparing with amphibians are having the three-chambered heart. This is also, reptiles also having the three-chambered only. What are the three chambers? Upper chambers are atriums, lower chamber one ventricle. That ventricle also partially separated, partially divided. Okay, so that's why we are kept incompletely four chambers. Okay, but in the reptile, some of the advanced organism, that is a crocodile heart is four-chambered. Okay, that is a similar characteristic of the crocodiles with the human beings. Okay, and then here reptiles heart we call as a sinus venous heart. That sinus venous mean amphibians heart also sinus venous. That sinus venous mean at the place of the atrium of the heart onwards, venous system is going out. In between of that a large quadrangular four chambers, four parts containing மாதிரி ஒரு cavity இருக்கு. One cavity. Quadra means four. Okay, quadrangular cavity is there. That cavity we call as a sinus venous. That sinus venous characteristic is a similar characteristics of reptiles with previous class amphibians. That should be remembered. And then next one, excretory products, erythrocytes are erythrocytes. We are discussing about the circulatory system now. That circulatory system time blood containing the erythrocytes, that erythrocytes also containing with the nucleus. Okay, nucleated erythrocytes are there. Why they are given these one means here our RBC cells are differ from these reptiles. Our RBC cells are enucleated, nucleus ille. Then next point, kidneys are mesonephric kidneys. Why these mesonephric kidneys are playing important role? Because of these and all uricotelic. Three type of nitrogenous waste materials are excreted by the organisms. One is ammonia. Ammonia mean which of the organisms are survival in the water, that is belongs to ammonotelic. And then which of the organisms are intake very less quantity of water, those organisms are release the nitrogenous waste material in the form of the uricotelic to store the water scarcity. I mean, to avoid the water scarcity, the nitrogenous waste material in the form of uricotelic. Okay, so kidneys are mesonephric. That mesonephric kidneys are playing important role in the excretion of uricotelic. And then cranial nerves. Cranial nerves mean in the skull. Here it both are linked. Cranial and skull it is a similar parts. I mean same places. Cranium onwards, brain onwards, nerves will form. That brain nerves we call it the cranial nerves. How many pairs of cranial nerves are there? 12 pairs. This is the advanced character. Idhukku munnadi amphibians only 10 pairs of cranial nerves only we see. Amphibians, Pisces, fishes also. Okay, that but especially in the reptiles, one of the class, one of the order snakes, that snakes only having the 10 pairs. Okay, this is exceptional conditions. One more time, see the general characteristics of the reptiles. Studying of the reptiles we call it the herpetology. Terrestrial place they are surviving, they are creeping habitat and burrowing habitat, their extra embryonic membrane containing amniotic tetrapod, and then body is divided into the head and neck and trunk and last tail. These are the parts distinguished we can able to find. Skin is covered by the rough and dry skin, and exoskeleton is a horny and epidermal scales. Some of the times epidermal scales shields also is there. Tortoise I said example. Dentition, what type of dentition? Acrodont means teeth arranged on the jaw, and then homodont means all teeth are same type, and then how many times the teeth are shed out, that many number of times again it will reform. So that's why here polyphyodont, this is a totally dentition. Skull is a monochondric skull, and then cervical vertebrae, neck place vertebrae are first vertebrae atlas and axis joined together to form the rotational movement of the head. Respiration by the lungs. In the respiration time, ribs and intercostal muscles are playing important role in the ventilation, but especially in the turtles, those and all having the only vesicular cloacal wall, it is a respiration in function. And heart is incompletely 4 chambers except crocodile having the 4 chambered heart. And then sinus venous heart, that sinus venous heart means a large quadrangular cavity is present in the atrium on the venous, that erythrocytes are nucleated, kidneys are mesonephric, and by the mesonephric kidneys uric acid it will secrete, and a cranial nerves are 12 pairs, but except snakes only having the 10 pairs. Come with these points. Next, sensory organs. Tympanic membrane mean ear inside. External ear not at there, but external ear means by hand our what we are holding, that our ear part, that is the external ear. That external ear part is not at there, but in the external ear inner side one layer is there. That layer we call as a tympanic membrane. Eardrum, generally we call it the eardrum. That tympanic membrane or eardrum found in the inner side of auditory meatus. Sir, what is the auditory meatus? If you are, when you are cleaning your ear with earbud, which place we are all are cleaning, that place we call as a auditory meatus. So auditory meatus inside, ending of the auditory meatus, it has the one of the layer, that layer we call as a tympanic membrane. And then after tympanic membrane, next part we call as a middle ear. That middle ear containing with a single ear ossicle. That single ear ossicle name Columella oris. This word should be remembered. Columella oris. And then very significant characteristics of the reptiles, Jacobson organs. What organs? Jacobson organs. What is the significance of these Jacobson organs? These Jacobson organs are function is for olfactory, smell detection. Okay, especially these olfactory structures or Jacobson organs are we can see in the lizards and snakes. So snake and lizards are can able to remember the smell. Okay, environmental smell can able to detect, and then any other animals onwards liberated smells also it can able to remember. Okay, then next point, reproduction. Regarding reproduction, here male and female organisms are differ. Then male organisms are having a special structure. That special structure is a copulatory organ. The copulatory organ is useful for male person when it is meeting with the female person. Sperm cell ejaculator wise one special structure is necessary. That special structure is made up of muscular copulatory organ. Male organisms are having the muscular copulatory organs for releasing of the sperm cells, and along with this lizards and snakes are having the special structures for copulation, hemipins. Then some of the organisms, cloaca is there. Here also we discussed. In the cloaca 3-chambered cloaca. This is extra information, but it is will useful for further studies. Coprodium, the part of the upper part, anterior part is a coprodium. Urodium, middle part is called as a urodium, and last part, posterior part of the cloaca called as a practodium. Coprodium, urodium and practodium, just for understand it, no need not to recall, no need not to remember. And the next one, fertilization and internal condition. Fertilization happen inside of the body. By the fertilization internal purpose only, male person want to contains musculary copulatory organs. Then next, these and all mostly oviparous, egg laying organisms, but some of the snakes, they are viviparous, directly young ones they can able to liberate, and then eggs are mesolacidal eggs, megalacidal eggs. That megalacidal egg means when you are break out that egg, inside lot of white yolk is there. White yolk is very more comparing with the yellow yolk. When the white yolk is very more, that type of eggs we call as a megalacidal egg. Okay, here some of the groups of reptiles. Chelonia means a tortoise group. Here chelone, marine tortoise, marine turtles present a group chelone, that is a group. Next, testudo, which of the tortoise can able to move the terrestrial places, that is a testudo. And then which of the tortoise can lead their life in the fresh water, that is Trionex. These words are important. Chelone, marine tortoises, testudo, terrestrial places tortoise, and freshwater tortoises are Trionex. Okay. Then next one, Rhynchocephalus, that is one group of reptiles. That group of reptiles, Rhynchocephalus, example Sphenodon and Crocodilia. By heard these word, you will get it. What is the example of this? Crocodilia contains crocodiles, alligators. Okay, udum, you know that in Tamil. And the next one, Squamata is containing the lizards and snakes. Okay, snakes, lizard containing group Squamata. Crocodiles belongs to Crocodilia. Scoliodon belongs to Rhynchocephalus. Tortoise present group, that is a Chelone. This is some of the general characteristics of the reptiles. Neat wise, some of the important questions here. Jacobson organs are important statement. Sinus, venous, heart is important. Then in this video, I will give some of the information, introduction of one more class of tetrapod, that is aves. Okay, aves general characteristics. That aves general characteristics, I am changing the topic. Up to now, what we discussed, that and all belongs to reptiles. Now, last 10 minutes, I will tell about aves. That aves are having a special adaptations. Here, the body is covered with feathered and bipedal. Bipedal means two legs, nothing, or two wings. Okay, then endothermic. Up to now, what we are completed of the classes of the tetrapod, reptiles, amphibians, and then Pisces, all are exothermic. Exothermic means cold-blooded animals, but aves is not at a cold-blooded animals. Those and all endothermic. Body inside onwards, temperature will release. That is called endothermic. Okay. Vertebrates. Endothermic vertebrates. Body covered with feathered, bipedal, and then endothermic vertebrates. These aves are showing some of the adaptations because of up to now organisms, reptiles are terrestrial adaptation, adikku munnadi aquatic adaptation. But when the organism want to lead their life in the aerobial air condition, that want to show some of the ecological adaptations. That either morphological adaptations, morphology will change, and then physiological adaptations, something inside of the body, some chemical reactions want to change, and then anatomical, internal body arrangement want to change, that is anatomical adaptations. For what purpose these adaptations? For the condition of the aerobial mode of life. When the organisms are adapted to the aerobial adaptation, aerobial survivability, these three type of variations, that three type of variations we will discuss here. Feathered wings, one of the morphological variation, feathered wings, wings are containing with wax containing feathered. Wax containing feathers mean that wings want to protect from water. If sometimes weather is wetted with water, even though it should not be wetness, because of the wings must be in the light weight. With the help of the wings only, body will be float on the air. So wings with feathers with wax containing and powerful burst with muscle. Here one reptile character in the chest place, what we discussed, here ribs are much developed, as like here burst, dome shaped burst is there. When you see anything birds, the burst will be something dome shaped, okay, it will come out elevated part, like that type of, that will give to the easy flying mode, okay. Burst muscularis and pneumotoxic bone, this word is very essential for aves. Bones are filled with air gaps, that is called pneumatic bones. Air filled bones we called as a pneumatic bones. And then here already I mentioned endothermic, because of why it is endothermic means inside of the body highly metabolic rate, lot of metabolic reactions will occur. By the metabolic reactions, always they are producing the heat from the body, okay. So by the higher metabolic rate, thus can able to maintain the constant body temperature. That constant body temperature we called as a, we also said about endothermic organisms. Keen seen vision, long distance onwards, it can able to find the organisms, okay, or vision, long vision they are having. And then the study of the birds, ornithology, study of the birds is ornithology. Especially one of the great person belongs to India, Salim Ali. That person called as a Indian ornithologist, great person. He did a lot of service to our aves, okay. So Salim Ali is Indian ornithologist. Study of birds we called the aves we called as a ornithology. They are those and all having the keen seen vision. And then these organisms are endothermic because of high metabolic rate. Bones are with air-filled cavities, that is a pneumatic bones. Then feathers, wings are having the feathers with wax coating and a powerful burst. It is useful for takeoff. When they are flying in the air, aerobial condition, easy to fly. These and all several adaptations of aves. On next video, I will started from the general characteristics of aves.